Welcome to Dream Trek. My name is Zach, and today I will be discussing Nietzsche, Carl Jung, Clare Thompson, Alexander Lowen, and Erich Neumann. They have quotes about the shadow within us. So it's basically the dark side of humans and how we can integrate those into our behavior and personality in a positive way that creates a strong and powerful character. It's hard to do. I'm in the process of it right now. It's definitely not easy. There's a lot of depression that can come with it if you don't take it step by step. You can't make grand leaps in this, in integrating anything. Really anything in life, you can't make grand leaps. It's pretty rare to do that. A lot of times you have to go step by step and day by day to achieve a grander goal. I listen to a lot of Jordan Peterson. I'm interested in the dark side of humanity and how we can bridge the light and darkness together. It's a lot easier for some people to just go with the dark side. To just say, you know what, I'm just going to be mean and hateful and nihilistic because there's no point, no purpose. There's no God. There's no morals. There's no ethics. It's really easy to go down that road, especially if you failed many times and you don't get back up. If you don't see failure as a lesson to be learned of what not to do in the future, it can be really easy to go down that road. And vice versa, it can be easy to not understand that the darkness is valuable. Let's say you ignore the dark parts of yourself and you suppress it. Well, it becomes larger within, and we'll discuss that. Nietzsche. Just as a raging river can be harnessed for its energy, so too the uncivilized layers of the psyche, if channeled and handled properly, can vitalize life. We ourselves are a kind of chaos. We harmonize the abundance of contrary drives and impulses. That's the goal. The organizing idea within tries to harmonize the psyche to be less chaotic and more focused and goal-driven. It creates more meaning in our lives. It is a myth to believe that we will find our authentic self after we have left behind or forgotten one thing or another. To make ourselves, to shape a form from various elements, that is the task of a sculptor, of a productive human being. There is a false saying, how can someone who can't save himself save others? Supposing I have the key to your chains, why should your lock and my lock be the same? Carl Jung. By not being aware of having a shadow, you declare a part of your personality to be non-existent. Then it enters the kingdom of the non-existent, which swells up and takes on enormous proportions. If you get rid of qualities you don't like by denying them, you become more and more unaware of what you are. You declare yourself more and more non-existent, and your devils will grow fatter and fatter. Clare Thompson. Aggression is not necessarily destructive at all. It springs from an innate tendency to grow and master life, which seems to be characteristic of all living matter. Only when this life force is obstructed in its development do ingredients of anger, rage, or hate become connected with it. Alexander Lowen. Many individuals have an unconscious, murderous rage which they feel they must keep buried out of fear of its destructive potential. Such rage is like an unexploded bomb which one dares not to touch. Integration and outlet of aggression. There's many ways, and this is a very short list of what you can do to integrate. And what I'm doing. You can exercise. You can write in journals. Write down all your thoughts, good and bad. Look at them. Decide which ones that you would like to understand step by step. Own up to the things that you've done wrong and your bad thoughts, your good thoughts. Understand that they are a part of you and don't push them away, but accept them. Be more assertive in your behavior. If you don't want to do something, then say it. If you don't want to do something, sometimes you have to, and that's acceptance of the shadow as well. It's a double-edged sword. Work on being more decisive. Stand your ground and never give up. The goal of integration is not to become a bad person, but to get in touch with repressed energies and potentials needed to sculpt a great and powerful character. We want to become capable of acting with force, not to be forceful, potentially dangerous, not a violent criminal, able to stand up for ourselves and what we believe in, not vicious and mean. Erich Neumann. The acceptance of the shadow involves a growth in depth into the ground of one's own being. A new depth and rootedness and stability is born. So a lot of times in modern myths, whether it's Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, there's the shadow. For Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, his shadow is Darth Vader. It is the Skywalker blood that has potential of becoming evil. It is his anger. It is his fear of losing people. It is the rage he has within by not knowing his parents and that his aunt and uncle were killed by the Empire. He has to accept these things. He has to accept that his father was once good, but turned evil, and that he has the potential of that. But he has to choose not to. That is true integration. For Harry Potter, it's Voldemort. When he gave Harry Potter the scar, a part of Voldemort's soul was latched on to the closest thing in proximity when he died, quote unquote, which was Harry. He had a piece of Voldemort within him, and he had to learn to deal with it. Accept it. There are many different stories about this. It's our job to do the same. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll be posting more content soon, better quality. I'll be better spoken. This is just my beginning, so may the force be with you.